Okay, hi everyone, welcome back to this video series on introductions to firewalls. Norton Personal Firewall. Norton Personal Firewall is a well-rounded personal firewall. It contains features that are related to intrusion detection, firewall rules that specify allowed incoming and outgoing network traffic, program control, and even has an option to block unwanted ads on web pages. You don't get all this for free. However, Symantec offers a free 15-day trial version of the software. Go to www.norton.com for more information. Norton Personal Firewall features. Admittedly, most of the features found in Norton Personal Firewall can be found in Zone Alarm and other personal firewalls as well. However, the Norton Personal Firewall does have a few unique features such as privacy control and ad blocking. Home networking zone. Like Zone Alarm, Norton Personal Firewall divides all IP addresses into zones. These are the three zones available. Trusted zone. All computers that need to have full access to your computer must be listed in the trusted zone. This means in effect that the firewall rules don't apply to computers in the trusted zone. Restricted zone. All computers that are explicitly not allowed to connect to your computer must be listed in the restricted zone. Other computers. All computers that are not explicitly listed in the trusted zone or the restricted zone are considered other computers. Whether these computers can actually create a connection to your computer depends on the firewall rules that you define. By default, the trusted zone and the restricted zone are both empty. This means that all computers, including those on your home network, are in the other computer zone. If you want to allow the computers on your home network access to your network, you have to add them to the trusted zone. To add computers to the trusted zone or the restricted zone, select the personal firewall feature on the main screen of the security center and then click configure. In the next dialog box, select the home networking tab as shown in figure 1519. So you can see here figure 1519, configure zones on the home networking tab. Click the wizard button on the home networking tab to add the IP address connected to the local network adapter to the trusted zone. Select the restricted tab to add addresses to the restricted zone, intrusion detection and AutoBlock. Norton Personal Firewall has a database of known intrusion detection traffic patterns. Such traffic patterns are known as attack signatures. Network attacks often consist of several network packets in a row. When the firewall detects a known sequence of packets, it will block access to the computer, sending the packets for 30 minutes. This is called AutoBlock. The intrusion detection scan is not done for network traffic from computers in the trusted zone. Program control. Program control determines which applications are allowed to connect to the internet from your computer. The firewall keeps a list of programs that are allowed to access the internet. When an unknown program attempts to connect out, Norton Personal Firewall warns the user and asks to block or allow the connection as shown in figure 1520. The Alert Assistant link provides access to more information about the program. You can answer, block, or allow for this particular instance of the connection or specify that this action must always be used for this program. You have the option in Norton Personal Firewall to scan your entire hard drive and add all programs currently installed on your computer to the list of known programs allowed to access the internet. Besides keeping a list of known programs, Norton Personal Firewall also has a list of more than 60 Trojan horse applications that are known to roam the internet. The Trojan horse rules are shown in figure 1521. Privacy control. Norton Personal Firewall has an interesting method to ensure that no private information is sent to the internet without your knowledge. For all outgoing web instant messaging and email traffic, the firewall scans for private information about you. If it finds out that private information is being sent out, it displays a privacy alert asking you to approve the sending of data as shown in figure 1522. How does the firewall know what constitutes private information? You must specify all the private information that you want to protect in the configuration of the firewall. For credit card numbers, it is sufficient to only specify the last few digits. Of course, note that the firewall can't scan traffic that is protected by SSL or is encrypted by other means. This feature only works for clear text transmission of the private information that you explicitly listed first. Ad blocking. Although disabled by default, Norton Personal Firewall allows you to block ads from well-known sources from browsing the internet. The firewall keeps a list of known URLs for advertisements and blocks them from the web browser attempts to download those ads. You can add more ads to the list as well. Norton Personal Firewall is really into ad blocking. Besides specifying text strings to identify tabs, you can also use a true ad trash can. You can drag unwanted ads from an opened website to the ad trash can to indicate future blocking. Live update. To keep your software up to date, Norton Personal Firewall has an option to connect to Semantic's website and download program updates, intrusion detection database updates, and blocked ad list updates. You can run live update by clicking the large live update button at the toolbar in the security center. This is shown in figure 1523. You can indicate in the options section that Norton Personal Firewall must automatically check for updates every 4 hours. This option is enabled by default. Norton Personal Firewall interface. Like any other personal firewall, you only need to bother with the user interface of the software if you want to change any of its settings. Security Center dialog box. All configuration is done in the Security Center dialog box. You open this dialog box by double-clicking on the globe icon in the system tray, or by starting Norton Personal Firewall by choosing Start, All Programs, Norton Personal Firewall. Norton Personal Firewall, the Security Center is shown in figure 1524. On the main screen of the Security Center dialog box, you can select a feature and then click the Configure button to configure settings for this topic. The Personal Firewall configuration settings allow you to manually specify programs on the program control list, computers in the trusted zone and restricted zone, and the firewall rules. The firewall rules consist of general rules and Trojan horse rules. An example of the general rule is shown in figure 1525. In the Security Center dialog box, you can choose from 4 categories on the left side. These categories are status and settings, configure, personal firewall settings, intrusion detection settings, and privacy control settings. Alerting level. Specify the security events for which users receive alerts. You can choose from low, default, medium, and high. Statistics. Displays statistics on the number of intrusion attempts that were detected and the number of blocked and permitted actions. This category also provides access to the detailed log files. Subscription service. The last category lets you manage your subscription to updated information from Semantic's website. The Security Center dialog box also has a toolbar containing 5 large buttons: Security Monitor, switches to the Security Monitor dialog box, block traffic, allow traffic. This is an emergency button that lets you block all traffic to and from the internet instantly. Note that the stop icon on the button doesn't change when you click the button. The globe in the system tray will change its appearance when the emergency button is clicked. Live update opens the live update dialog box to update components of Norton Personal Firewall from Symantec's website. Options opens the options dialog box that lets you configure the firewall and manage things like the blocked ads list. Security Monitor dialog box. When you click the Security Monitor button in the Security Center, the dialog box switches to the Security Monitor dialog box. This is a small window that you can leave on the screen while browsing the internet. It displays the last event alert and also provides the block traffic, alert traffic emergency button. The Security Monitor dialog box is shown in figure 1526, alert tracker. After the installation of Norton Personal Firewall, you'll discover half a globe at the edge of the right side of the screen. At first, you may think that this is an icon that mistakenly has moved partly off the screen. Not so. This is the alert tracker, a neat feature that gives you quick access to all recent alerts and the ad trash can. Just double click a half globe to slide it open and double click it again to slide it back to its screen edge positions. Norton Personal Firewall installation. You can start the installation of Norton Personal Firewall from the product CD-ROM, or you can download a 15-day trial version from www.norton.com. Note that the instructions in the screen are from Norton Personal Firewall version 2003. So to install Norton Personal Firewall, follow these steps. Determine whether your computer meets the minimum system requirements, as you can see here. 2. If you have purchased a license for Norton Personal Firewall, then start the installation by running cd-start.exe from the product CD-ROM and continue with step 4. If you have downloaded a 15-day trial version of Norton Personal Firewall, then start the download the 750 KB application named npf15try.exe. In the Welcome to Norton Personal Firewall window, click Install Norton Personal Firewall. Windows Installer will prepare the installation and start the setup program. 5. On the Welcome to Norton Personal Firewall setup page, click Next. 5. On the license agreement page, read the license agreement and then select I accept the license agreement option, click Next. 7. On the Run Live Update after installation page, select whether you want to update software after installation, click Next. 8. On the Set the Destination folder, accept the default destination folder, click Next. 9. On the Ready to Install page, click Next to start the installation. Setup will now install the software on your computer. This will take a few minutes. 10. On the Please Register Norton Personal Firewall, click Next if you want to register and click Setup. On the README page, read the installation notes and click Next. 12. On the Installation Successful page, click Finish to complete the installation. After the installation, you have to restart your computer. After the installation information page, click Yes to restart the computer. 14. After the restart and log on, the security assistant windows appears. You can click next to configure Norton Personal Firewall now, or click close to configure the software later. You can configure all the settings in the security assistant dialog box. Center dialog box later. If you selected enable live update during the installation, the live update window appears. Click next to see the updates found. If the updates are found, click next to download and install the updates. Live update download and installs the updates from the semantic website. After the updates are installed, click finish to complete the update the software. It is possible that some of the updates require you to restart your computer again. Click OK to confirm restart. So I'm going to leave it here this evening for this video. If you like listening, please consider like, sharing and subscribe. Thank you.